million people died in peacetime from this utopian fantasy, from utopians in power.
You know, we've got a clip of the late former Green Beret, Larry Grafwald, who died earlier this year, I guess of cancer. But the point is that he was in the highest levels of the weathermen. And he was in the meetings where they said, we're going to put 50 million conservatives and Christians in camps, and we're going to kill half of them.
Yeah, I knew Larry. I was very close to him. He's in my new film. And he said to me, look, try to imagine sitting in a room with 50 people with PhDs from Columbia talking about how to eliminate 50 million Americans if they don't go along with the progressive utopian fantasy. And that's why progressivism is so dangerous. The idea of paradise on earth with a human God who's Mao or Stalin or people that worship Barack Obama. He's the perfect being. He can't do anything wrong. This mentality is very dangerous. We've seen it in history again and again. And I show in my film, there's no place like utopia. It's a play on, obviously, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, that there's this magical fantasy. Progressives murdered 100 million people.
And by the way, when I've been around so-called Democrats out to dinner, I don't mean your grassroots Democrats who mean well and are really good people on average, but real Democratic operatives. Rob Dew was at dinner once with one of them. We didn't even, I mean, I cut the guy out of a film. It was so scary. He said, look, when we take over, we're going to kill everybody that isn't with us. And by the way, we're about to take over. And I was like, are you serious? He goes, yeah, we want to kill people. We love blood. And really, these are like demons or something. They know it's all a con game. They want to own the gas companies. They want everything.
Well, the average so-called regular liberal or Democrat does not realize that the radicals have taken over the party. Today, the Democrat Party is a radical socialist party. They don't have any opposition within the party, and if you oppose from the outside, you're evil. It's the narrative they tell every day.
You're racist. They said I'm behind the Boston bombing with no proof. I want to play a clip of Larry, who was in the Weatherman meetings, certified on record, confirmed in court. Here it is.
And they felt that this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest, where we would take all the people who needed to be re-educated into the new way of thinking and teach them how things were going to be. I ask, well, what is going to happen to those people that we can't re-educate, that are die-hard capitalists? And the reply was that they'd have to be eliminated. And when I pursued this further, they estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers. And when I say eliminate, I mean kill. 25 million people. I want you to imagine sitting in a room with 25 people, most of which have graduate degrees from Columbia and other well-known.
There you go, calmly talking about killing everybody. I mean, that's all they've got on their mind is killing people. These are sick freaks.
They believe in this utopian fantasy of creating paradise on earth. And if you don't go along with the fantasy, you don't fit into utopia. That's why they have to eliminate people who cannot be molded to fit into paradise. That's why Oprah Winfrey, she got the Medal of Freedom from Obama. Oprah said, people in the South, generations of people are just going to have to die. They're going to have to die. And she gets a medal. So the utopian fantasy, we've seen it in history over and over. We don't have to learn it from the beginning. We need to stick with the character of America. The character emanates from the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. These created an American identity, free markets, free speech, limited government that was the most successful paradise on earth. So paradise is here. This is it. It doesn't get any better than Kansas. If you try to fix it, the first time you hear someone say, I've got the perfect formula for social change, you better ask yourself, what stripes am I going to be wearing this time?
Exactly. People always want me to give them some easy fix. Anybody that says they've got an easy fix is lying to you. There aren't free lunches. Freedom is what works. It makes people be independent. It makes them be strong. Collectivism is a living, failing nightmare.
Warnings of an American collapse hit us nearly every day. Gear up while you still can with Infidel Body Armor. Don't spend between $500 and $600. Infidel is available for just $374.99 with free shipping within the U.S. Made in America and legal in all 50 states. Resist tyranny with Infidel Body Armor. Buy yours today at InfidelBodyArmor.com. Spelled INFIDEL BodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
To thank you for being a loyal listener, we have a limited time freebie offer for you. Claim your free heirloom tomato seeds, just pay shipping, right now at 123freeseeds.com. These aren't ordinary seeds. These are heirloom, non-genetically modified super seeds that are open pollinated and can be grown, harvested, and replanted endlessly. These survival seeds are actually more valuable than gold in a crisis. Go to 123freeseeds.com and you can get an airtight storage packet of 150 super seeds free while supplies last to say thank you for being a loyal listener. First come, first served. Just cover shipping. Go to 123freeseeds.com now to see if your free heirloom seeds are still available. That's 123freeseeds.com.
It's been said, those who control the food control the people. Are you concerned about GMO foods making you sick and affecting your mind? Many people suffer from lack of energy, insomnia, loss of stamina, weight gain, and the inability to think clearly. Genetically modified crops, processed foods, and toxic chemicals can compromise your health and are silently destroying your digestive system, which accounts for 80% of your immune system. Take back control of your health with Pro EM1 Probiotic from Terraganics. Pro EM1 Probiotic helps protect your body against irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, Crohn's disease, celiac disease, diabetes, the common cold, and much more. And including a powerful probiotic like Pro EM1 is part of your daily routine. Puts you back in control and prevents you from becoming a mindless zombie manipulated by the pharmaceutical and GMO agendas. Call Terraganics at 866-369-3678 or visit Terraganics.com. Terraganix.com.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level. Alex Jones here, back live. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday live transmission. We're joined by Joel Gilbert, joelgilbert.net. He'll be with us till 40 after that. I'm going to play some special reports and a lot more. But I've studied history. I'm addicted to reading history books, studying different periods. And I've never seen a time in history in the last 500 years or so, what you'd call modern history, since the Renaissance, when things are more delusional. The propaganda being put out by the Obama administration makes what Clinton used to do look truthful. Makes Bush look truthful. And he was incredible lies out of that administration. Now it's literally 2 + 2 = whatever we say. And The only place I see stuff like that is North Korea. No one lies at this level, whole cloth, about everything. And they're doing it on purpose to overthrow reality to where you're just accepting a whole new level of lies. They're going to take us 1 trillion miles down the rat hole of fraud. If we claw back 100 million, they don't care. We're still 900 million miles down hell. I think that's the tactic. Joel Gilbert, what do you think? Because we're going to play the trailer for your new film coming up in the next segment. But, I mean, what is the method to their madness when Carney says last week, this Benghazi memo is not about Benghazi. We told you there are no Benghazi memos. Therefore, this is not about Benghazi, even though it says it's about Benghazi. I mean, what is the method of their madness?
Well, when your entire agenda has been proven false over and over, that it's a recipe for biological destruction and economic devastation, the only way to sustain that agenda is through massive lies. So we've entered an era of Soviet disinformation, and they use Soviet censorship to attack and demean anyone who tells the truth. Unfortunately, we know the result of a society that goes this direction.
Well, that's right. I mean, persecution of the real press isn't coming. It's hardcore, over the top going on right now.
It's hardcore, and I've experienced it. You've experienced it.
Dinesh D'Souza's been put in handcuffs. He's experiencing it.
He's experiencing it. I've been, you know, had the IRS come after me and all kinds of operations against my bank account. They're using the tools of state. This is their method of operation from the beginning, from 1917. They use the tools of state to suppress any opposition and maintain a permanent hold on power.
Yeah, they call us rebels, to suppress rebels in the Communist Manifesto. And they call us, as you said, the counter-revolutionaries. They know we're the Americans. They call us the Americans. They're an occupying army.
That's what people got executed for in the Soviet Union, for being anti-Soviet. So if you're anti-Soviet, which is the commune, or believing in the fantasy of utopia with God on earth in the presence of Barack Obama, you are the enemy. You're the devil. Who is God's enemy? It's the devil. You're evil. So they never tell us why their ideas are good or bad, or why their ideas are better. They just say, we're progress and we're good and you're evil. This is the old game plan of...
Well, Obama keeps saying, George Washington, you know, would love what I'm doing. Paul Revere would. No one should question me. Don't talk about government being a danger. He's attacking the bedrock of American common sense.
Absolutely. Well, I can tell you, though, in my new film, when I was running around the country, it's kind of like a Michael Moore-style film with actual, real common sense content. I go to Newark, the ruins of Detroit, slums of Chicago, and I can tell you that the people I met, they'd all been seduced by these utopian promises, living in cities that have been controlled by progressives for 50 years. And no one was progressing. They were all regressing. But talking to these folks, it's like you're at CPAC. I talked especially black people, black women, minorities. They sound like conservatives. They wanted a wholesome life. They did not want to be on welfare. They didn't want government handouts. They didn't want their kids smoking marijuana. They didn't want amnesty for illegals. They didn't want any part of this progressive agenda. So in my film, you'll see there is some hope that...
well, exactly. That's what's crazy is you talk to poor whites, poor blacks, Hispanics. They're pretty libertarian, but they're being forced into the system, which is the Cloward and Piven. Bankrupt everything so you don't have a choice.
Yeah, they were looking around their communities and saying it's getting worse and worse. Now, I met, and I show in the film, you'll see in the trailer, I met Peggy Joseph, if you remember her.
Yes.
She was the lady that said in Tampa at an Obama rally in 2008, Obama's going to pay for my mortgage. He's going to pay for my gas. Remember her? So I tracked her down, and she said, you know what? I did some reading, and I realized Obama wasn't who he said he was. He's a fraud. He's like the Wizard of Oz. And she did not vote for him again, and she can't stand the guy. So once a little education, if we can get through and give people the message and say, look, this progressivism is a road to regression, it's a road to hell, then they do come around. So I was actually inspired from my journey. I did find a lot of devastation from progressivism, but I saw people whose eyes were starting to open.
Yeah, they've been given so much of it, they're figuring out, you know, it's like a hammer over the head. You know, no more of that gift, please. We'll be right back with Joel Gilbert. I'm Alex Jones.
We're on the march.
The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.